All right, hello everyone, hello. I'm going to start right in with the background music today. Hang on just 1 second. There we go. Very soft, faint. So I had this idea I was going to do 2 more of the automatons. I made a Halloween themed one, and I've got a satyr, which I think will be pretty cool. This one's meant to be kind of kitschy looking. So if you haven't seen this yet, I tried, by the way, I did this one first, which is a bigger version of that, and it's too big for the notebook that he's going to go into. So let me get some paper. I usually put these on card, but it can't be I have this like kind of smooth card stock. How's everything going, everyone? Welcome to another Drive-In Saturday. Okay. It's got to be able to cover. So these are like index cards, but they'll do fine for our purposes. This right here is my light board. And what I'm going to try and do, well, let's do one at a time. Let's do the cat first. I need my Prismacolor possibly. I think this will do it. So the secret to these automata, that's what I'm calling them. I'm looking at it now. Is that, you draw them as one shape, but you got to cut out all the pieces. So I outline where I think the cuts are going to be. And then I've got to trace it onto this other piece of paper, all the different body parts. And then paint it, and then kind of cut it out and put it all together, assemble it. So the body right here, I think goes right around here. And actually, I think we might even have a little bit more like that. I had the idea that this cat's going to be juggling. So I put these balls on a wedge, and the wedge will move back and forth, so it'll look like he's juggling, kind of. I mean, obviously, it won't really look like that. Oh, shoot. And I turned my loops off. So let me get this going. And then the cat's tail. I thought I was going to do a devil. It was my original plan. And my problem with the little devil character is, actually, I don't have a problem with it. but I think I want to do a different version of him. Now I'm struggling with how I'm going to hook this behind. I think I'm going to put the brad behind the cat's head so you don't see it. All right, so let's try and trace this guy out. Did I plug this in? Maybe not. Hang on. Oh, I see. Gotta plug it in first. All right, 1 second. There we go. Hang on one moment. Let me send an invite out. The sideburns here. Boom. Copy. By the way, if you were watching and you'd like to be on the show sometime, say hi in the chat and let me know. And we'll figure this out. Let's see. Hang on one moment. Here we go. There we go. All right. Okay, boom, light. Let there be light. All right. So let's try and get all the bits and pieces. All right, I'm going to try and get the pieces I think I can optimize over to another area first. So this is going to be our pumpkin. So this is just in time for Halloween, right? This is our juggling cat, and he's juggling pumpkins. And that'll be the thing. And what we'll do is we'll match the background color of this wedge to whatever the color of the medium is. Let's get the head now too. They're getting more complex over time. By the way, I did another one. Where is it? And I was figuring out some more movement. Like you might have seen my fox that I did. I did this octopus right here, but the cool thing about the octopus is you can pull on its tentacles and he'll move. Or you can pull on one tentacle and it'll move. It's because it's got this cam system and I'm hiding some of the things. Also the googly eyes. Hang on, let me pop this up a little bit. There we go, so you can see more. See more butts. All right. All right, so this is going to be the cat. I'm a little bit worried about his little hat there because when I color this, I tend to lose details. So I have to kind of paint them in later, you know. Or maybe I could do them with colored pencil instead of what I plan on using, which is gel crayon. There's something about the gel crayon that gives it a really saturated look. Okay, so we got that part and that part. Let's do the body next. There's our body. And it's got this. The head is going to go back behind there. Tail and the one leg are going to share a spot right there. All right, let's do some of the arms and legs. Okay, how about this one right here? No, no, how about right there. And then tail. Come on, man. I just started getting into pixel art, and I discovered this kind of pixel art community. There's one called Low Spec, and then there's a Discord for, can't remember the dude's name now, but I totally joined it. But Septembit, which is designing pixel graphics every day in September. But it's kind of weird though, because a lot of people on there are like, it's day 2 and they've done every one already, and they're like, "What's next?" It's like I think they misunderstood the challenge, or I misunderstood the challenge. One of the two. Oh, this is gonna have a lot of brads on it. Okay, how about? This is another thigh. And then the other leg. Now, you may be wondering, if this guy's in the comics, why is he doing all this weird stuff? And the answer is, it's fun. And I actually am an artist, so there. All right. Now, how do should I color them first? I think that's the question. Let me turn this off. Are you turning off? It kind of fades to dark. All right, I'm gonna pull this out. Oof. There we go. Although that was probably some pretty good lighting for what I normally have on this particular show. All right. How do we do it now? Well, so I think, let me get my my stuff. And actually, I just noticed, instead of making him a black cat, maybe I'll make him a dark brown cat. I've got this burnt umber one, and I recently got this organizer. Let me get this burnt umber one back from there. Where's the one? Oh, I've got 2 of them. Well, what do you know? I should have another black one floating around too. These are Marabou art crayons, which they don't sell anymore. At least they don't sell anywhere I can get them. This is the King Art one. And I want this orange one for the pumpkins. And not just that orange one, I want this orange one too. This is supposed to be, like I said, Halloween themed. Maybe a yellow, black, orange. Will all look good. And maybe even a gray or a silver. And there is a gray right here. Good morning. Good morning. No rush. And no pressure. If you don't want to do it, it's cool. I have even more gel crayons right here. All right, there is this one is a different gray, so I'm going to use those right there. And I'm looking through my other colors here, and I'm thinking we're okay. I could look at this and I can see that maybe that Oman yellow, which is number 7, first one I grabbed, might be a good choice. Okay. Okay. So I'm a bit nervous about you doing it all in black, but I guess I got to. The cool thing, and also the scary thing about using the gel crayons, is the the saturation is so high that it's going to obliterate any outlines you put on there. So you got to be careful. But we're not in a situation. I know it looks like it's completely opaque. I could get some of this opacity back. I want to, in fact, use some gray striping on the cat, maybe. I think these might be fun things to, once I perfect it and put it in a little shadow box or something, I could sell it on Etsy or something crazy like that. Now, I definitely did design this after a like an old kitschy toy I saw on Amazon. Which I don't know if that was a reproduction or what. I couldn't do this in oil pastel because the oil pastel would just stay wet for days. I could spray it. In fact, I might end up spraying this one. And then it would take, 30 minutes to dry. This is what scares me, is the head. What do I do? What do I do? Well, we're gonna give it a shot. What's gonna happen? What's the worst that could happen? I'll have to figure out a way to recover his little features. While I'm doing that, let's do his star is going to be yellow. And then orange for the hat. And then a deeper orange. And I just love the saturation on it. It's just so cool. Okay, as far as the pumpkins go, I needed to get a green. Well, I didn't get one. I notice when I put these down, like when I put these down over pencil, the pencil usually smudges and gets in the color. And it's not happening this time, and it's because I used colored pencil. So I guess that's a tip right there. So I'm going to candy corn out these pumpkins. All right. Now, skizzers. All right. Well, let's just do this piece by piece, and we'll figure out what needs to be detailed. If we have to, I'll go in with like acrylic paint or something. I want to do, you notice I got these gray markers here as well. Okay, boom. A body. Let's cut out the tail. Mr. Body. All right. So gel crayon it actually does dry. It dries like, it goes on like kind of a tacky paint almost, and then it dries pretty quickly. I would say almost immediately. And in fact, it kind of feels dry to the touch to me right now. Once it's dry, I think you can recover some of that and paint over it. I've also got clear gesso. And I think I can get it back, like with clear gesso, I could actually like mark right over the top of it, but we'll see. This is making the case for one of those Cricut machines. I just realized the other day, it was yesterday, I was talking to someone and I was saying the word Cricut, and I realized it's called Cricut because it rhymes with die cut. It's a die cut machine.
You can also pronounce it cricket.
I think it's Cricut. Hang on. It might be cricket too. It could be. And I think these are feet. Yeah, I might have to plug in my I blacked this out so thoroughly I can't see his toes anymore. So might have to light it up so we can see. Cast a light to shine in the darkness. All right. Oh, okay. How about that? Let me look at my cat again. Hang on. Where is he? I can see that one foot is here. And one foot is here. Okay. And the tail is here. So we're slowly assembling him. Now I have an idea, but it's probably not to be, that I could do a whole book of these where you would just keep turning pages and it would be, you know, creature after creature. Oh, this is one right here. This goes right here. Did I do the... No, I didn't do that yet. Where's the other thigh? Am I missing it? Did I not do the other thigh? The other leg. Where'd it go? Oh, it's a possibility that I didn't actually do it. All right, so let's do that real quick if this is the case. Hang on one moment. I'll bring out the light board again. Oof. Okay. It's this long thigh right here. It's got to be the Prismacolor. Is this green or black? It's black. Okay, we got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it. All right. Ugh. Do you have a pen cup? Yeah. That's a good question. Hang on. Yes, it gets very messy here. I have like a little can. Like I actually do have a pen cup, I'm sure. But it's the little cut up trash that gets me. Gets me every time. Oh, there it was. I actually had it the whole time. Me being disorganized. All right. This is pretty whimsical art. Where did the scissors go? There they are. Oh yeah. My mom would hate this. All the pens everywhere. I'm a pretty messy person. I know. It's failing. I gotta fix that in my life. All right. It's the trash, dude. That's what kills me. Okay. Okay, they will share a bread on this side, and then this is not a thing. This one goes right here. That's been the blessing of going digital with everything. Is there's really no mess to it. The bare minimum is being disorganized. Yeah. Absolutely true. Hey, Jake Twister, how's it going? I'm trying to create a Halloween automaton, but that's gonna go behind like this. No, it has to go in front. Make its all arms out. So I've been doing a lot of pixel art lately, and I joined this pixel art challenge to do pixel art every day in September called Septembit. Barely awake, borderline sick, bracing vacation. Watching until the tea kicks in. Okay. No pressure. Well, I hope you feel better. Anyways, I'm interested in doing animation and maybe even doing like a this is my idea for a project, which I think would be cool. I gotta fix his fingers too. What program are you using? I'm using Procreate. By the way, Procreate doesn't do pixel art, but you can make it be great at pixel art if you get the right set of brushes, or you figure out you got to make a 1 pixel brush. So that's one of the things you can do, and it's got all the animation built in and everything else. So I've been doing it with Procreate, and it's actually been pretty good. I like having the color support. So I got this set of brushes from this guy named Itai Monero. He's a Spanish artist. And he does really incredible pixel art. Like he does isometrics, he does scenes, he does all kinds of things. Character art, sprites, animations. Yeah, normal brushes just make it fuzzy. Okay, so the first thing you need to do There's two channels that I recommend. One of which is Angry Miko, who will teach you how to do it from scratch. Like you don't have to buy anything. How to make the 1 pixel brush and how to set your canvas up and all this other stuff. And then there's also, you can just buy it. And it's not expensive. It's $20 to get it all set up. And you get a lot for it. Like the $20 is well spent. I've got my, where's my, I'll have to demo it. I'll demo it as part of the stream, by the way. Because he gives you lots of stuff. And then also, if you get his stuff on Gumroad, he keeps adding to it over, like every month he'll release like a new palette or a new brush. Or depending on what you get, like I got some pastels from him one time, and he kept releasing different kinds of paper. Like here's a new paper texture you can try out. So it's pretty good. But you're right, the regular brushes will not work at all with Procreate as far as doing pixels. It's just not suited for it. But it has really good support for doing it if you get the right thing set up, the 1 pixel brush, because it has the grid, the drawing. You can set the drawing grid to 1 pixel, and so you get this incredible little drawing board. And then you got all the color support and all the other stuff. Okay, so this will be the little balls that he's juggling. I have to fix his face though. He's a little weird looking. Yeah, absolutely. Like, and he keeps, like I said, he keeps releasing new stuff that goes, even if you already bought it, like, and he's already got you. He got your $20. He'll still send you stuff, which I think is cool because I keep going back to his website now, and also he does like brush of the month challenges, which are free, and you tag him and stuff. But it does keep me going back to the site to see, hey, maybe there's something else I want to try out. Maybe there's something else that's new. I'm gonna put some yellow. How about yellow? All right, this could be bad. Yeah, I don't know if that worked out very well. This thing is called a color shaper. Let's put orange on the inside of his ears. Why not? All right, once this dries, I can outline it in pen, and that'll fix it up a little bit. And let me get my, I gotta find my Brads. My Bradleys. Hang on. They can't be far. This is the real danger of having a messy desk is you put it down and then a second later you can't find anything. Oh no! Where did it go? Oh. Right here. Oh yeah, glow in the dark would be awesome. I don't have any glow in the dark, but I know kind of an easy-ish way to get glow in the dark ink. There's they make it for fountain pens, and they sell it by the bottle, so you could use it. You could just use it with a brush. Okay, where's my little cutter pen? There it is, right here. This is pretty cool. This is actually a pen. It's like a little tiny precision knife pen. Okay. Shout out to Sideburns who told me about these things. And by the way, I'll show it again. This is the ultimate goal. Let's see, where's my book? I've already lost the book too. Oh, here it is. So this is what they're supposed to look like when they're done. They're going to be like these little like little creatures that sit in the book, in the sketchbook, in the event it gets finished. Okay. Where's the other leg? Can't have lost the other leg. This is the other thigh. Where's the other leg? Right here. Okay. I want to do gray stripes or silver stripes on the cat, but I've got to wait until this this black stuff that I use for the main background color kind of cures. It feels pretty dry already, so it might be ready almost right now. When are you going to go full gurney? Do live watercolor? Yeah, maybe at some point. That's what my mom says too, actually. She wants me to paint bluebonnets. Bluebonnets are big in Texas. That's like the big thing. All right. I think this goes like this. Okay, but we can't do this yet because also the tail hooks onto the same one as the leg. The back leg. There we go. Okay. He's coming together slowly but surely. This one has the most numbers of brads I've done ever before. But eventually, hang on. Okay. We've got most of. Now, the one problem I have is, do I put the head behind? I could do it like this, or I could do it in front. I was thinking I was going to do it in front, but I could put like a ruffle, and just like kind of paste it over the top. The original, this is like a 19th century toy, had the ruffle on it. like a little clown ruffle. And we could use that to hide the brad so it doesn't look like he's got it kind of stuck in his neck there. All right, that one's going to go right there. I think I'm going to put it behind. I'm going to put the arms behind rather than in front. He's almost ready. All right. Come on now. Get in there. Okay, as far as the juggling balls, he's got these balls that he's juggling. Those are going to go on a separate. Those are actually they're going to go into the base paper where he is, so that they can kind of swing back and forth and look like he's juggling them, sort of. Pilgrimage out in the Mojave and draw. That would be cool. The Mojave is deadly, though. I do love the desert, but I think the Mojave might be rough. I would go to other parts of the desert. I would go to Marfa, which has an incredible arts community, or Fort Liberty. Is it Fort Liberty? Fort Davis. I don't remember which one it is. It's the one that's. I've been there before. It's close to the border with Mexico. Come on now. The Blood Meridian Fort. All right. He's close to being done. Okay, so how do we do these pumpkins? All right, let me just finish them up a little bit. I got some yellow. Where's my black Prismacolor? Whatever I choose as the background color, I've got to match somehow with this so it kind of fades in the background and it's going to be behind him. So it looks like he's holding it somehow. All right. So let me get some test samples here. I legit think he can't read my comments. Jake, can you read Cyberns' comments? You should be able to. All right. I could go with red. I've got some like a blue color. Oh wait, here's the rust. I think the rust is going to be the one. Or, alternately, I have another set called Motley, which might be really cool too. I can read, but he's waiting for you to get into the call. Is he waiting? Oh, he is. There we go. Sorry about that. Hold up. As tradition demands. Hold on.
No.
I apologize. I didn't see you there.
Really? That's not. I don't believe that.
Usually I see something. I kept looking over there. Oh, sorry about that. I see something over there in like private chat or something that's like an indicator. So all right, I got a little absorbed there.
I'm just gonna be silent for 10 minutes now.
Oh shoot, really?
I'm gonna be hyper-focused. I'm gonna be the one that's hyper-focused now. Okay.
No problem.
Mm-hmm. See how you like it.
See how you like it.
No, I'm good. I'm toying around.
No problem. Maybe this. If I put him on like a brighter color, because he's a black cat, he'll pop out more. Like, what if I put him on this red? Or I really like this color too. All right. This is like a real good party color here. It's either the black cat either goes on the bright color or I put him against the rust. The rust might be better. It looks a little creepier. Or I could put him against the rust one is better, I think, yeah. Although I like the bright colors. All right, let's do the rust. My one thing is, should I black out the background, or I could get more of the rust paper. So it kind of fades in there. Or just a darker. I'm going to use this to cut out a little outfit for the cat, kind of. All right, so this goes in the back. Like, let's put it right here. And I'm just going to black it out. I think it's got to be the way to go, even though the cat is already blacked out. Okay. We're going to poke this through. Oh, it's tacky. Come on, go through. There we go. I had an idea about eventually like working some levers behind this sheet, but above where it eventually gets pinned, so I could move things around with little side levers and things. But I think that this is good right here. I actually could use this neck bolt to kind of stick them. Like right there. All right, let's do that. So, actually, yeah, I could exact them. I could actually even just paint them out. I still have the thing I used. That's exactly probably what I need, because it does look a little bit messy. You're right. Kind of spoils the illusion. But there he goes. He looks pretty good. Okay. All right. So let's let me try first with the Prismacolor. I've got a black Prismacolor here, and that shit ought to do it. Okay. And same thing here. But what I want to do is I want to do like little stripes on his body, like little gray stripes, which I might still figure out how to do at some point. Okay. I'm going to put like a little ruff around his neck here. Let's see if I can figure out how to do it with this. And for this rough, we're just going to paste it in, I think. Because the whole point is to hide the points of articulation. So like you have like a little rough like this. I don't know. Maybe something like this. Okay. How do I get it to stick? That's the question. I have where is it? The blackout does pass, but the background would sell the illusion a whole lot more. Yeah. Yeah, if I just took another piece and stuck it on there, that's another possibility. And I this is a self-made problem because I am the one that decided, oh, I'll make it a black cat. You know, that was the perfect crime. All right, so one thing I got to do to fix this. Hang on. Not you. This will do it. No, not you. I've got to make something. Not you. There we go. That'll keep this glued on. I wonder if I could do it like I could repoke the thing through here and then attach this somehow. Or I got an even better idea. How about this? I feel like I'm designing toys in the 18th century. Where's my little yoke? Okay. I'm going to use these little tabs. Oops, you can't really see them. I'm going to use these little tabs to tuck behind it. And then that way, my little gothic cat creature will have like this little bib. He'll be a fancy cat. Like Sideburns' cat.
Jake was saying the cat stole the show, but I put like a yesterday. Did you see my live stream yesterday?
I saw a bit of it. I didn't see that part though. Choo Choo Charlie?
No, but you might have seen the rest of it. I had Beanie. I had a cam with Beanie on it. It's called Beanie Cam.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dang it. Come on. This one works. And then this one does not work. There it goes. That works. Okay. Now I just got to put the paste in. Is it possible to place a small snippet smack dab between the tabs and lift it? It is, kind of. And then lift the the bib over it. That's maybe. Hang on, let me try and do this one first and see if this works. It all depends because I might have made his neck too thick. No, he's okay. And then he kind of goes right over there. Oh, what happened to his arm? Oh, his arm's back behind. Hang on. Come back, arm. There we go. All right, now if this is dry and it's feeling like it's getting there, we can go in with white pen.
Okay.
I'm not sure how well that's looking. Let's see if it'll fit in the book. Gluing it directly on the tabs will cause it to drop off when drying out. Yeah, there's a good chance of that happening. But we're gonna see if how it'll do. This Uhu glue is pretty good. Do you use this in Europe? This is European glue. I had to order it because the guy doing pop-ups was like, "This is the kind of glue you need." And then Sideburn's got American glue that's way better. The 6000
E6000. Yeah.
I should get that. E6000. I need to get some of that. All right, so it's too thick the way it is. I got to zip off the edges.
Does the cat have a collar on?
Yeah, do you see his little collar? Hang on, I'll show you.
That looks kind of neat.
That's what I was trying to figure out how to do, is to put this little pop-up collar.
Oh, that's neat.
And then he's juggling the balls back and forth.
Nice.
And Jake pointed out if I had used the same material as the background in the balls, it would have been a little bit smarter. But of course, the balls would knock his hat off if he
the same material.
Yeah, this rusted.
No, I think it's fine.
Stuff.
Yeah.
I figure I'm running a little bit behind for what I wanted to try out. I'm going to try some animation or make an attempt after this. All right, there's a little bit taken off the side. And then we're going to clean up. All right. Suitable for framing. It could be like a shadow box or something. Like you could put this in a shadow box and it would look pretty good. But it just goes in the book of creatures here. So we're going to put it in there. I got a fox, an octopus, and now the Halloween cat. And I just got to, where's my glue stick? So I had to switch notebooks because this one, because it has a soft binder, I can fit more creatures in it. Every time I put these things in here. So it's not huffed in years, so it's not updated on the glue game. Oohoo. Or as I call it, ooh-woo. Ooh-woo glue. Now, these other ones I kind of painted over the top with a little bit of, I had some silver watercolor paint, which I might still do something with. I like this. This is pretty cool. All right. Done. All right. Right at 7 o'clock. Let me clear my area here, and then I'm gonna go in and I was gonna show some of the pixel stuff I've been doing, and then I'm gonna do some more pixel stuff. All right. Okay, so pixel art on Procreate. It's not meant for pixel art at all. But if you get this thing on it, it works out pretty good. So I'll show you what I've been doing real quick. Here's this is the first thing I did right here.
Great.
And my idea was, and it's only 3 frames, by the way. Actually, and it's not technically the first thing. The very first thing I did is this right here. I was watching the opening sequence of Samurai Jack, and there's a scene where, like in the opening sequence, he's running and he's got his sword out, and he's, enemies are going by, but there's these bamboo trees that keep going by in the foreground. So I had to figure out how to do that effect, and I did it on my own, and then I watched a tutorial for it, and I got it mostly right. Like, there's a better way to do it that I did not know. And then I did this one. And the only thing I really like about this one, this is just a little, here's my Frankenstein here with a lightning strike. All I was doing here was trying to animate the background. I probably should have done a breathing animation where the character's moving up and down, like kind of like a, the NPC thing.
Idle animation.
Yeah, like the idle animation. That's exactly what I should have been. And oh, I did this one too. This is just another. I just threw a background on there. It's the same deal though. But once I figured it out, I go, okay, this isn't hard. It's just, you just have to like put it together and do all that stuff. I was watching the opening sequence of Samurai Jack and then the opening sequence of Herculoids, and a lot of it's just panning. Like, they'll just have like a still image. The character is, facing off, and then they just kind of pan up, and then you see Aku up at the top, or for the Herculoids, there'll be like the planet, and then the planet will kind of rise up, and then you'll see the moons or something, and it's just a still image. So that's easy to do with this. Jake says, I'm doing a 6-frame animation on a page right now, but damn, it's tough to get jiggly boobs right by playing it as a comic in frame. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, you'd have to draw them, but there's, squash and stretch is one of the principles of animation. Here's the other idea I had, which is, let me get a 150 canvas here. This is a pixel canvas. It's 150 pixels wide. And then Procreate does this really cool thing by putting a drawing guide. These are 1 pixel. It's a 1 pixel grid, right? So that's kind of cool. And then I started out trying to do it the freeway, which is just you can make a 1 pixel brush. It's not hard to do. Let me get back on here. And I go on the brushes. But then I found this guy, Itai Monero, and this is the brush set right here. Okay, let me show you all the brushes he gives you. For $20, you get, it's like 60 brushes. You just keep getting brushes. And they do all kinds of cool things. Like, some of it's like, this is a pixel leaves right here. And then there's an ancient wall. So he's giving you patterns too. There's some grass. I think there's some stars. So that's pretty cool. And then he also gives you, diamonds, other stuff. But the one thing that he gives you that I think is like unreplaceable is pixel thin to thick. And I'll show you what that looks like. Hang on. So thin to thick is, but as you can see, it's got all the pixels in it. So you can do 1 pixel at a time. Oh, and I just showed that I've got the grid off because that's a 5 pixel grid. Let me get back to my 1 pixel grid. There's my 1 pixel grid. So you can actually see it's, it's down to the grid, it's 1 pixel, 1 pixel, 1 pixel. So you could do the isometrics, or you could do, anything else you really wanted to. Let me get rid of this. I'm going to do pixel thin to thick for my eraser too. So I had this idea of doing like I got 2 things I want to do. I want to do an opening scene for a cartoon that doesn't exist, and then an opening scene for a video game that doesn't exist. So it'll be like the either an arcade game like the 1-Up, press any button to begin or press start to begin, and it'll have the logo, and it might have like a little opening animation, like characters running across the screen or something. Question is, okay, this is Jake. Question is, how many of these will you use until you've locked with the primary 4? What do you mean? It has a laughing face, but I'm not sure what are you referring to? How many of these will you use until you've locked with the primary 4? Oh, you're talking about how many brushes will I use? I think that's what you mean. It's good point, but there is some good brushes in here. Like thin to thick is totally useful. One pixel perfect is, the primary 4 brushes. You're totally right in a lot of ways. But see, here's one of the things that you need to do when you're shading with pixels is you have to dither, and that's something that this thing also does. So it's got tons of dithering brushes. In fact, it's got 14 of them, all on different oh, look at that. That's kind of weird. So you're right. I probably won't use more than the initial 4, at least even the initial 1, which is the thick to thin. But it would be fun to have the others. And I do use the dithering. Like I used it on the Frankenstein one anyways. So pursuant to that, this guy, Saltoons, he's on YouTube and he's on Twitch, I think, is doing this thing called Septembit, and it's just on day 2. So we were just on day 2 of it. It's basically it's supposed to be 32 pixel characters for the first 27 days, and then the last 3 days you get 96 by 96 bit or 96 by 96 pixel pictures, and he's got like a list like Inktober kind of, and it's all supposed to be like old school tattoo art for this year. And they've been doing this for like 3 or 4 years. Like the very first year they did 1-bit where you had to do black and white only, and then the second year they did like a pixel farm, and everyone did like a different kind of farm, but some people had zombies and stuff like that. And then the last year they did this thing. It was like kind of a reduced palette with like magenta and cyan, I think. Oh no, it was an old school fantasy video game, right? So it had like a palette that goes with it. This is the palette for this is right here. It's right on the thing. So this isn't black, by the way. It's like really close to black, but it's a really dark blue. These are supposedly actual ink colors for tattoos: the blue, red, the actual blue, green, yellow, and white. And you can see my 2 characters that I did are this skull and then this rose. And originally I had them animated. So this one right here, originally he was animated. But I went ahead and took the animation back out and I redid him. Just because I screwed up when I did the animation and I made it the wrong size. Duotone palette. Yeah, I think the magenta one from last year was just two colors. It was like pink and something. This is the first time I've seen it with 5. This was originally animated too, but I took all the other frames back out. And it's still 32 by 32, I think. So tomorrow's is a dagger. And it's all like old school stuff. Like there's like the Lucky, there's a dagger, there's a tiger, like a panther, all the old school tattoo art is in there. So anyways. So just for fun. I need to come up with a name for this video game or this world. I was thinking of calling it oh, how about this? We'll call it I want to get a better palette here. Hang on. All my palettes. Some of these are the palettes from. So all these little tiny Ford button palettes here are from that Itai Monero guy. So this one's going to be called Idle, Idyll. And I want to use. I'm just trying to get some lines here. Maybe not. I don't know what I was thinking there. Okay. D. I got to look up how to do how do you do a D in black letter? Let's see. Black letter font. I'm just going to look it up real quick. Black letter Gothic font. There we go. Let's use Black Chancery as our baseline. Okay, there we go. Okay. So my D is going to be and then Y. Jake asks us if you're doing a 5-point perspective or 5 pp.
Perspective is implied.
Perspective is implied. Well, there you go. How do I do L's?
This is not a perspective book, but there is some.
What if I take this letter and clone it? All right, does that look like a video game startup screen so far? Does it at least look like a logo? All right. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, coffee. Be back soon.
No problem. Okay, using the exact same font. Where am I? On this font. We're going to do some pillow shading here. And then if we have the light coming from this direction, the logo's is it? It'll pass. You think? Maybe, yeah. Maybe if I do like more, that's why I want to like build it up a little bit. Maybe like do some 3-dimensional, like carved out of stone look or something. So this game, I want it to be like the theme of the game will be ancient Greece or something like that. But I could like a fantasy ancient Greece with crystals and fighting monsters and stuff. And it's not really a game. Like I'm never going to make this game, but because I don't know how to make stuff like that. But I was going to make like little like startup screens and scenes from the game, like cutscenes almost. Because that wouldn't be that hard to do, I don't think. Okay, wait. Maybe I could make like it animated where it's dripping stuff. And like it'll rise up dripping stuff out of a I don't know. So like the background, let's do a background color real quick. From the same thing, there it is. It'll insert coin now. And then like where is this? We could even do a not sure I'm getting this right, but oof. A turn-based RPG of the Argonauts. It could be like that. It could be a turn-based kind of thing with with cutscenes. Like you could even see the interface of it where it's that looks pretty cool. It looks kind of ghostly right now. Maybe something like the Clash of the Titans or Ray Harryhausen's Jason and the Argonauts. That's the one. And then like you would see a coin come up and it would say insert coin or something like that. Oh, and you can even do like a startup screen, like a high score screen where it has like the 3-letter, initials of the high scores, and it would pop up. It'll just kind of rotate up, like almost like it's a coin op game, and you would see like high scores, etc. Used to be called demos. Were you part of the demo scene? Or did you ever do anything with demo scene, Jake? Do you remember that? Do you know what demo scene is? Insert drachma. Oh, that's excellent. I'm going to steal that. I hope you don't mind. I'm stealing Jake's idea. Insert drachma. So back in the Commodore 64 and the Amiga days, all the games were getting cracked, piracy. And once you crack the games, you could make your own, little opening screen. Yeah, you're totally aware of it. It's huge in Europe. Like it was bigger in Europe than it ever was here. But usually you would put up like your own opening screen to take like credit for it. Do you know about the demo scene? Did you do any did you have a Commodore 64 or like an Amiga?
Nintendo 64.
Nintendo 64. That's after that time, that era.
So no. What you making? Idol.
So this is going to be like, it was huge in Britain and Finland. Yeah. All right. So what this is going to be, I'm going to use animation and pixel art to make a fake video game opening screen where it pops up stuff. Like, it'll say insert coin and it'll have like a high scores,
yeah,
stuff like that. And it'll have like a little animation and it'll loop, just like you would if you were.
Did they like
looking
make
at the arcade game?
Did they make the coins like twirl around and you had to insert them? Is that what they did? I don't know, but I remember. I know what you talked about.
Yeah, so you could. I bet you I could do a coin animation.
Mm-hmm.
And like the Ms. Pac-Man one was pretty famous because it had like the characters chasing her across the screen, and then she transforms, and then she traces them. And it would be something like that, but it would show like a couple of scenes from the game, as if it were a real game, but it's not really.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jake mentions demo scene was huge in Britain and Finland. Yeah, absolutely. It was bigger there than it was here for sure.
I just got this in the mail.
That is super cool. What is that?
It's just like a sci-fi novel written by someone on Amazon. I was trying to read the first chapter on Kindle, but I didn't have the. I only read a sample, but the physical. I think this was $19. And how much is the first? This is actually the second volume of it, which is the funny part. But where is it? I'm looking for. Hold on, Amazon. Okay, so Starship Moonhawk. It's probably shipped from the US, but so the paperback was 22. First volume is 29.17 for the first one.
That's pretty expensive.
And I wanted to read the Kindle version, and I don't really have Kindle Unlimited. It says, I'm not sure how to get it. If I have to get it through Amazon or Kindle, and but I know I have to buy books off Amazon to read the Kindle sometimes. It's been a bit confusing.
You don't have to. Like if you I found the perfect font, so I'm going to download this font if it's free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you convert it to Mobi and email it to your Kindle account, it'll go into your Kindle. Okay, free download.
Convert it to Mobi. Okay. Really?
Yeah. Dot Mobi, or actually, you could even convert it to PDF, and it'll go into your Kindle at that point.
Not like books I found off Amazon, but not stuff I've made.
Yeah, if you have a PDF of it, I wonder if I could do that with comics. Because I haven't never done that with comics, but it might be really cool to take stuff
By
that
the
I've
way,
done. Go ahead.
Only Jake's gonna know what I'm talking about here.
Fair enough.
But he's gonna know what I'm talking about. Might have a peek. Oh, I've seen these.
What is it? I'm taking a look. Hellboy Library Edition, all 6, 150 USD with a free copy of 30 Days a Night in the mix. $150 is too much for me to pay for anything, man.
So this,
I wouldn't pay that for like a Silver Age book I wanted.
so
Go ahead.
I bought this. Like I know this artist a lot, and apparently this guy did concept art for his novel, and I guess people do that, like for their sci-fi
Pretty cool.
novel. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. This guy has scales on his back. I'm just very familiar with this artist, and also, he has a book, but the book were in the back there's concept art about it, so I kind of bought it for that reason. But I want to. I'm curious about reading the whole first book. But Jesus, the first one, that price, what the hell?
That's a little high for me.
What are we talking about? 150 USD. What's that one?
He said all 6 library editions. It's
Hellboy.
oh, for Hellboy.
Oh, okay.
So Jake, you're probably not gonna like this, but I had those when they were new, when they came out. Not the library editions, but like a lot of the Hellboys as they were new. And I don't know what I did with them. I think they might have just been given away or just lost.
So cool.
All right, hang on. Press any key. So I'm not sure I'm going to use this font because it's already trying to anti-alias, but I found the Nintendo font.
Nice.
So I'm going to put this on as a, and then we're gonna trace it.
I would like to know how he draws things to scale. That would be interesting. Oh, here's some ships. Pretty cool.
Oh, very cool.
I actually don't know how much copyright fix like for books YouTube, because I know comic channels sometimes don't show all the book to like avoid copyright. I don't know. I'm only showing pieces.
You're only showing pieces, I think, for review purposes, which essentially what you're doing.
Yeah.
I think you're okay. You're saying, hey, this book is cool.
Yeah.
That's a review.
Wow.
I bought this book and you should too. That's a review.
I read this book, so you don't have to.
Yes.
You know, can't blame me. You were lured in by the pulp. Well, maybe. Pulp.
We'll go pretty far for entertainment these days. There's nothing good on.
You have to make you have to make the subtitle like blink, make it authentic. Like,
oh yeah, like that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's also the hue changing thing where it does like the it cycles through a bunch of colors real quick.
Yeah, that's advanced though. You don't have to rush.
I can at least do let me get rid of pressing a key here. Whoops.
I wonder if it's the size of the 9-volt manga. No.
So by the way, I know Jake isn't a Procreate guy, but if you are, let me show you how easy it is. It's real simple. I don't know why I didn't ever do it before. Have you done it before?
What?
Have you done the animation before?
Yeah, I've done a little bit of it. I'll show you some if I have it around. Oh, I'm charging it.
Absolutely.
1 minute.
Oh, I already screwed up, but I'm going to add frame.
Yes.
All right. Add frame black, and then that's good. Let's then we set this one as background, and then play. Settings.
3 frames. Just needs the hair.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. No, you got some chops there. That's pretty good because you're animating. You're moving the whole body, and you are doing. See, Jake was making a joke about doing the boobs, but you actually did them perfectly over there.
Mm-hmm. HT.
All right, press any key. What else does it? It should show. Like, let me look at some video game.
I wonder if you'll be doing like GameCube graphics eventually.
Yeah, like I'm up to the Pokemon Coliseum level.
Yeah.
At some point.
That's cool.
Let's see. I gotta find. What game should it look like though? Press any key. It should look kind of like Kid Icarus. Screens. Let's just write Kid Icarus and see what comes up. Okay, there we go.
If I can ever say I guess I can do a review here. I'd say they're printed a bit like they're squashed down a little bit too much. Like they're like minimized illustrations a little bit to the way they become a little compressed. I think. I don't know.
Oh, in the book, yeah.
Yeah.
So in their version, they have.
Yeah, go on.
I'm looking at the Kid Icarus game and they have clouds, but I think I want like what's the Goblin one? Goblin video game?
Pointy bits.
Ghosts and Goblins.
Who's he talking to?
I'm not sure he's referring to.
No.
Who are you referring to?
Whomst.
There we go. 1 up top and 2 up. Add text. First of all.
Oh, okay. Of the book. Jesus, yeah. Oh my god, I'm so scared.
Five. 3.
We still have his Tumblr at least. Oh, the point. Yeah, all right. Pointy animation. Let's see.
Okay. 1 up and then 7 zeros. Okay.
43 members in the Adventures of Comic Making Gilded.
Yes.
Septembit. Nice.
September. Yeah, I'm totally gonna get into that. 1 up. And then
Let me save this.
okay. So that's got to be part of the background layer. Copy.
Mm-hmm.
Paste.
Now we'll see.
All right, wait.
Okay.
I just have to count the pixels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, come on. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got to move this up by 1 pixel. Come on.
Okay, where was he?
Anyway. Jake says, I realized I've been unconsciously drawing for a week after a model. Models sideburns and me know of.
I have no idea.
Is there a model you're following?
I think I know what he's referring to. I haven't followed it much.
There is a lady on Instagram from France that's like she sends you and it is a legitimate offer. I think she wants you to draw her, and these are pretty suggestive poses.
Okay.
And do you know who I'm talking about? Because it's like it's
No
all
idea.
over my. I'm the only one I know who hasn't drawn her. In fact, so I follow all these other artists, and they've all been doing it. And she'll message you and say, could you draw me? And she'll start sending you pictures of herself. And then she, and I think it's the real person because she always takes the face out. Like the face is usually erased, so it's like you draw me, but don't draw my face. And these suggestive poses.
Those usually show up in my hidden messages.
Oh yeah, the ones that I really can't stand are the ones like if you just finished posting your art, and then you immediately get a message from somebody saying, "Hey, it looks like you need art. You should contact me," and it's someone who always looks the same.
Mm-hmm.
And why the hell did you free labor her for her cloud? Yeah, it's like no, she wants to do the art for you. She's like, hey, you should do. You should have me do your art. And I'm like, I just posted the whole point of it is me to do my own art. Anyway, all right, let's see how this plays. It should still blink. Is it blinking? It's not blinking anymore because I took the other frame out. It's still got the background and it's still got the press any key. All right, so I probably have to do. Now I got to design a character that goes on here. So let's design like a 32-bit or 32 pixel critter, a guy.
What we got? Nope.
Okay. This was going to be the other automaton that I did, and I didn't do them. Let's do like a little satyr guy.
Okay, let's try.
Thin thick. Ooh, shucks. So the way that they teach you to do this is to draw a silhouette first, and then you fill in the silhouette.
Mm-hmm.
Which is pretty unique. I've never considered that.
Draw it first and draw it first and fill in the silhouette like a sketch.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm. You gonna animate it?
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole animated startup screen where
Mhm.
you know I think I might have the logo rise up out of like some water dripping stuff, and then we'll have these characters come on from both sides, and like a little fanfare. And I'll say, and then I'll do that's one scene, and then I'll do another scene of the actual startup screen, where you start the game, like how there's sometimes there's like a little movie that plays or something, before the real game has started. So it's like a mock video game for something that doesn't exist, but it'll look like it could exist, or it might have existed. Yeah, kind of. It looks like a video game to me. But I think people will see. Oh, based on the size, I know this is fake. Jake is asking what book you got.
What book it's called? Anatomy.
I'm just going to do the static pose first.
God. It's trying to simplify. The aim of this book is try to simplify anatomy. And I've been going through the sketchbook, like, with lessons and kind of practicing with them at the same time. Like, taking notes and practicing myself. Dearly do. Oh, I won't have enough room for this. Oh. Will I? Oh dear.
Jake says it's been a hot minute since I bought an art book. I got something
I don't blame
recently
you.
that I think is pretty cool.
This wasn't cheap, by the way, but yeah, I feel you.
This was somewhat cheap because I got it secondhand, but it's Fantastic Ornament, which is, I love the acanthus leaves and stuff, but it's all like weird stuff. It's all like mythological stuff. I mean, it's all the same kind of classical illustration in the acanthus leaves, but like I don't know what these creatures are. So I love this lion. I don't know.
Oh,
Might do some of the scroll work on the video game. I think that might be cool if it was pixel. All right.
oh wait,
Let's
it's
use the
behind
same
it.
fonts.
Yeah, that's. It's way too.
Um,
This book is almost full too.
let me remove my background color.
Is it evening over there in America?
It is. It is It's starting to get dark, but just barely.
Nice.
And I know you just woke up, probably.
Like 2 hours ago, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm not too bad. I had a little bit of headache because I had like starting to diet again. I know, but I was like getting a headache, I guess, because of that.
totally understand.
Mm-hmm.
I should make this. What's it called?
I like how in Greek art they sometimes have that pattern, and also they make their letters look like squares in a sense, like in the
Oh yeah, I love that.
typography. I like that too. Like you'd see those patterns in the Pantheon, on a Pantheon like column or something, or a
Yeah,
vase.
I think that would be super cool.
I've had some Greek food too. It's all right.
We have like on Fridays, although not recently, this truck that sells Greek food will come to the parking lot where I work.
Oh yeah.
Love that. Yeah, nice. That's pretty cool. Let's see. We can get some crazy Greek food. Crazy awesome Greek food. Let's see. Oh, come on.
This picture will be from like months ago, so don't worry about commenting on it.
Which picture?
You'll know.
Okay, fair enough. Crud.
I'm in general. This has been oddly fun, and it sounds like this, like studying this book. It's been oddly fun. Just don't rush
Really?
things. As long as you don't rush things, it's fine.
I think that's true of a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty guilty of, I've been so excited to get it, and then when you get it, you're like, I don't know what I want to do with this. So you rush right through it.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually planning a second sketchbook where I add more of the muscles onto it. I've just been doing manual mannequin-y stuff to understand the form. It's not over that. What the?
Now, I'm wondering, I probably could do like a white. If I choose value. No, white doesn't work. I think 32 pixel might be a bit too small. How about I do this color? Whoops. And then I reduce the hue. Reduce the
Discord.
Okay. Let's say this is my character, or one of the characters. Or no, I don't want to copy the canvas. I want to.
I saw ad for Invincible, the new season. Have you seen Invincible?
I haven't seen it. What is Invincible?
It's a comic, but based off a comic by Robert Kirkman. It's the
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about now.
like the superhero, the son of like Superman, or an evil
Yeah.
Superman in this case.
It's like it's a version of it, yeah. And they have sort of a kind of a Justice League. I saw like a clip where he kills all the guys.
Oh
Jake
yeah,
mentions increase the desaturation, and you're getting
The
an
final
ancient
one.
Greek book. Very cool. All right.
Oh, he kills all the guy. Oh, the superhero is the first episode. Are you talking about?
Yeah.
You may be talking about the first or the last episode. I don't know. that.
It was a
But,
brutal clip. I saw it on Twitter or X now, and it was pretty brutal.
I
Like, I
heard
don't
that's
even.
I heard that's a criticism of like Kirkman. He sometimes makes shit so gory, like in his stories, like what with his violence. Um, but like I saw the ad and it had like it made like it does the thing where it mentions all like the voice talent on there,
Hmm.
and it's funny just considering we have a writer's strike right now, writers and actors strike, and like it's such a big selling point, I guess. I just watched the Adam Eve short they released, which is a character in the series. They kind of do her origin story. It's really cool. I just think her parents are a bit stereotypical, and
Uh-huh.
more so the dad, because it's her birthday on one like um on like in a scene. There's a scene where it's like her birthday and she comes home at night and the dad begins to dad is shown to have eaten half like a started eating the cake already, and he still yells at her, and it's still at her fault for some reason. He's a bit out of line, to be honest. And
I would,
you
yeah,
know,
I would say so.
a bit out of line, and I think I don't know the mom. I think the mom has a bit more development than him, but they're mostly just she's like the character's different because she's getting superpowers now. You know. It's kind of that Kirkman had the opportunity to do a gory Evil Dead one shot. Really? Wow. Wow. Hmm. Maybe he can't write like witty dialogue or something. Like I imagine Josh Whedon could do the Evil Dead because who's it? Bruce Campbell. Like he carries that movie. He carries those movies a lot.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he was great. I mean, and you know, it kind of sucks now because he's old now. Like everybody's old now. But like when he was in things, you were like,
Asian
Bruce Campbell's
population.
going to be in it, and it was like a really exciting time to like,
Groovy.
oh, you got to see the new Spider-Man. Bruce Campbell's in it.
He's in the video game too, and he's awesome. He does the
Yeah.
tutorial levels.
Oh yeah. Joss Whedon, Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods was great.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
like Joss
absolutely.
Whedon as a person, but Cabin in the Woods was a lot of fun.
Hmm.
I enjoyed that one. Chris Hemsworth
Um,
is in it.
um, yeah, that's true.
There should be like little cliffs, and then it'll kind of rises up. Okay, so let me pause this.
when did
So for
that
the
come out
storyboard,
again?
oh, Cabin in
In
the
the
Woods.
woods. Yeah,
Oh, about 10
I
years
wonder.
ago.
I wonder if that's during in like the Avengers.
It's 2012 or
Maybe
2013. I remember I watched it with my older son.
2011.
Oh, there we go.
Wow,
Good
before.
guess.
Oh, oh my God! I never recognized that guy.
All right, what if we have
That guy's in Detroit Become Human. Okay. All right. Anyway.
all right, so let me turn
Yeah.
rest
Yeah.
of the
Pretty much. Oh. Yep. 2011. That's what Google says. Before Avengers. Hmm.
All right, let's do a
Oh, the
let's put it
rib
on its own
cage.
layer. What if I did like a pillar on each side, like some Greek pillars?
It's a satyr, isn't it? Those two things.
Yeah, they're two little satyrs. In fact, I want to make them with horns. So I haven't put the horns on them.
Satyr's gonna sate.
Satyr's got a sate, yeah. So let's throw some horns. Throw in the horns. I don't know if that'll.
I kind of feel bad a little for Josh Whedon because he's fairly good at his job, but people try to clone him, like try to clone his style. and they get blamed for that for some reason. I don't like the idea of getting blamed for something you're good at and others suck. I don't know.
Yeah, that is
Like,
too bad.
I wouldn't like that happening to me personally.
He was kind of annoying on social media. That's why people have really turned their backs on him.
Yeah, that's one reason. That's true.
Because he was like, he was super
Yeah.
feminist, but everybody found out he was cheating on his wife, and he wasn't very nice to the people he was cheating with. Like he was,
Yeah, he was.
So nobody likes a hypocrite. That's just one of those things.
Yeah.
And he was enough of a loudmouth on the internet that people were pretty unforgiving, I guess.
Mm-hmm. What was the? I still need to watch Firefly. I like
Firefly's really good.
I need to watch. I like Nathan Fillion and a lot of stuff. I even watched the was it Doctor Horrible, like
Dr. Horrible sing along blog.
Yeah, Horrible with the.
That's pretty good as well. Yeah.
Captain Hammer, was he? Yeah, I think he was like the good guy hero with Doctor Horrible.
But he was really a bad guy all along.
Why am I drawing the ribs? I don't know. Who draws ribs? Just most of this shape.
Who needs ribs? Okay. I know it's not perfect. I'm trying to.
Oh, full marrow ments. I mean, what?
Shape.
Oh. Anyway.
Are you making a Marilyn Manson reference about the ribs?
2011. Anyway, that's looking pretty good. I think you could fit the pattern on that. Maybe a little bigger, but you could probably do it. You know the one I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, one of the patterns that I had that was on there. Mm-hmm. Jake says, I think it's an easy blame to pass for people to say Joss Whedon set an industry standard. Writing went down the drain after 2013, 2014, when execs thought it was time to play authors. I think it's totally true. I don't blame Joss Whedon for that. I did get kind of annoyed at the Buffyization of everything. But you have to admit, for the first couple of movies, it was fine. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
The Avengers was a fun movie.
Most of the funny stuff is just character based, like Thor being from a different culture and like on Earth, and he's on Earth. That's funny. You can get a lot of material out of that.
Well, like when he tries the beer and he's like, "I'll have more of this," or whatever it is.
He speaks Shakespearean all the time.
And that's in the comic too, but it was really well done. Like that was okay, and I think that was.
He had a secret identity though, didn't he? Like in the comics,
he did. He had a couple of them too. Donald Blake.
Donald Blake, yeah.
Yeah. All right,
I want to get Frog Thor. Let's bring it on.
Walt Simonson. It's Frog Thor.
Could fit in right today's MCU. Why not?
All right. Let's say we put a shadow underneath.
Okay.
And then maybe just like a shadow down here. I'll try one of those patterns. Kind of works. I'm looking at this and it's too irregular. So let me mess. Oh, screwed it up. How about these patterns? Oh, that's kind of cool. Like a This is a good idea. Where? Like it's wrapping around it, like ivy or something. Oh, shucks.
How many books are in this series? I wonder.
Book 1 of 40. Yeah, it looks
Oh.
viney, said Jake. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Vine. Maybe that's what you're going for. What's up?
I kind of like the idea of like having a couple of strands coming down, like something like that. I think my problem is I pillow shaded, and I should not have.
Oh, what's this from?
To give this the illusion of being a column, I think I need to come down a bit, like that. All right, so we're gonna lighten it up. Let's see. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's
Wait, is that a what's that? Okay.
something like this.
Okay. What is it?
The vine on the chicken coop's been eating up the fence. I think it'll cover the whole thing next year. We've got chuckers now recently, so I hope them and the quails will get along. Oh, see, are you actually raising chickens or raising something? Chuckars are a type of chicken, or they're like a type of game bird, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that bong, that dong. What is that sound? Oh, it's 8:05. It's time.
I know there's chickens in the background. Is what you? That's what you're saying, Jake. I can't. No.
Nobody here but us chickens.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I do have to actually end the stream though.
Oh, that's fair. I've
But
kind of
it's,
just been doing work, doing a bit of work and scrolling at the same time.
That's cool. No,
I mean,
cool.
Yeah.
It's all good. I got a lot of stuff done actually because I got this far on this thing, and then I'm gonna do a
You started that today, really? Did you? You started that today?
Yeah, I just did it. I started it on the stream actually.
Mm-hmm.
So Jake says we got chuckars, and they're members of the pheasant family. I have read about like there was a guy, and I can't remember the name. It was like a politician we had in the U.S. like in the 50s. He imported a bunch of the chukars, and he was like into chukar hunting or whatever it was.
Does Jake
All right,
have a
please.
farm?
Jake's
That sounds
farm.
cool. Jake's farm.
Jake's farm, down on the farm.
Oh, before we go, I'll just
Go ahead. I'm gonna put a link to your thing up there. I was gonna show my critters, but let me find the thing here.
I think I've already.
Bling.
Where can I send it to? Is private? Yeah. Okay.
That'll be
It
fine.
is. 2-page up today.
Time to end the thing because he's got to sleep. He's sending me in private, but I'm right over there is Duckling Star. Okay, right there. Yes, Duckling Star, the comic series, not formerly Chuck's, but Chuckars. Definitely check out Duckling Star, the comic series. New pages have recently been posted, and I've seen some of the pages that Sideburns is working on recently with a awesome kick-ass battle. I really like what you were doing there with the stone boot. Whatever. Anyways, definitely check out Duckling Star, the comic series. And I have been posting stuff also. I'm posting stuff now to x.com on my X account or my Twitter account, as well as to Instagram, which is Rabbit Fighter 13. This is for the new 9 volt. I'm on page 2 already. And then, go ahead. Did you have some?
Your X kind of, what's it?
So, the X comic. Well, it's Prometheus Powers, and it's going really well. I finished a page this morning.
I meant the account if you had
my account over there. You're right. It
Rabbit
is
Fighter.
I think it's Rabbit Fighter. Yeah. So it's Rabbit Fighter 13 on Instagram, and then it's just Rabbit Fighter on X. And I just finished this page this morning. I got up at 6:30 in the morning to finish this page.
There's actually 6 Rabbit Fighters. It's funny.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Well, there's a song. There's an old T-Rex song called Rabbit Fighter. That's where I got the name from, but also from Magnus Robot Fighter. It was kind of a synthesis of ideas there. But I just finished this page, and not only that have I finished this page, I'm still going to be inking for a while, but I've got 2 more pages already drawn. So the pages are ready to go. I just have to ink them. And this is the prologue for the story that's going to go on. It's going to be an epic showdown between Stardust, who you might know from Golden Age Comics, Fletcher Hanks' character Stardust. He's the bad guy in this one, and my character Prometheus Powers. So an epic showdown. All right, thanks so much. Thanks so much for dropping by, Jake, and anybody else who may have dropped by. Very cool. Do you have any anything else you'd like to add?
I have a YouTube channel, I guess. I could add
awesome. Your YouTube channel is Sideburns Studio or just Sideburns? Which one is it?
I'll go to my homepage. Okay. There it is. It is there.
Is it in? Let me find it. Is it in private chat? See you around private chat. There it is, right there. Ah, yes, it is at Sideburns and /featured. So awesome. See you around, Jake. That was awesome. So glad you could come by. And then let me show that one right there. So definitely check out Sideburns and subscribe, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Yes, absolutely. And I guess that's it for right now. We will see you later.
Goodbye.
I don't know what the hell's in there, but it's weird and pissed off, whatever it is.